right? We'll probably find, say that.
Yeah.
Maybe find some wood here or there and build it throughout the level.
Like you take the base frame from the plane and just modify it, sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that's a lot of the stuff we're gonna get out of the glider, I feel like will be in the plane. But, you know, maybe for this level we'll make it harder to put the plane out of fire, or we'll put some obstacle in the way so you can't just quite as easily access the plane. So, you guys want the frame and the plane? Is there anything else we want? Anywhere else we want to put the frame at? Should we be able to build it out of wood? Should we be able to find wood pieces, you think?
You can add to it, like if you want to add the power steering something, you know, that's not going to be in the frame.
Yeah, I'm just saying this frame though. Where is the frame going to be located? Because we have it in the plane. Do we want another option for a frame? Someone else on the island.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll just leave it in the plane then for now. What about fabric? Fabric will be, I would also assume the plane, but like we said, this isn't going to be like a real ancient civilization we're coming across. We might find the little shacks might just be like someone's old abandoned home. I mean, the time period this is taking place in is really vague. We can make it current day time period or, you know, future time period. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's steampunk. Do what you want.
So do we want, maybe you want a shack on each island into this one, you'll find the fabric for it? Like you can find
Okay.
a blanket or something.
I like that idea.
And the blueprints as well.
Oh yeah, and so should we just have the shack being sort of like the closest thing to the beach that the player kind of almost always goes to? Or does that feel too like, is that too homogenous overall for all the different islands? I do like having it feel really different each island.
Some islands.
Yeah, I don't think all islands should have a shack.
Okay, I don't either.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean only one island can. We could easily have island 2 have a shack, maybe island 3 not, or whatever. Or maybe they could all have their own type of shack, right? Where it's, this one's not a shack, this one's just a building, or maybe this is like a whole factory.
Old abandoned factory.
Yeah, something like that.
Do we want, what about like, this is for the whole game, like the vehicles? Could you find like abandoned cars or something? Or is that?
Definitely, that's gonna be a lot of, just trying to think of how that's gonna look in a steampunk world and kind of like a cartoony world, how that vehicle would look, but by all means we could, or we could have some version of a vehicle, right? It doesn't have to be a car.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
What's that?
Maybe not, I said, it's just a suggestion, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, all this is still conceptual, so we'll get there. Okay, well, let's just get this down now. Fabric, where should we put our fabric at? We can just put it in the house for now. We'll put it in the house with a blueprint. You know, we got some kind of shack here. Find blueprint. Fabric. Oh, frame and fabric are what that. I gotta change that. I'm just gonna write out frame. Power source, plane again. So you guys think that make a lot of sense? I guess you don't really need the power source for the glider though, because it wasn't the idea that we'll have a big mountain on this that we can glide over. Isn't that what a glider is? Isn't that a power source? It could be optional. I guess we put that up there, optional.
Like if you get a power source, you get to a different ledge or something that's higher up.
Yeah, definitely do something like that. What else do you guys think of this island? What do you guys think would be a good thing to have?
Or glider.
Yeah, we'll get a glider. We're gonna eventually build our glider there.
Would you want more rope or something, because you need to attach the fabric to the frame.
Yeah, we need some form of
Something.
something like that.
You could have like a forest area, even
Yeah.
if you might not really find much there. Like, well, maybe you could find like a vine there now, but
We go to forest area, we find vines there. And maybe we can also, I'll put F for our fabric, but maybe we can build it out of sandy leaves or something, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that, we'll see. So we have a power source for our plane. What about our steering? Should we also find that in our plane, or should we could also use rope, right, to make that somehow steering, or and or maybe we don't even have steering, and maybe it's just you can guide it yourself.
Maybe that's just part of the frame, just turn it.
Yeah, that could be. Well, I'll put it down. Let's put it down with the plane for now. Okay, so let's think about this actual island, right? So we're gonna start. We're gonna go to the hut. We're gonna find. What are we gonna find? We're gonna find the blueprints, and we're gonna find fabric there. And I'll be like, okay, so now we can build a glider, right? Our blueprints will say glider in some way. How should the layout of this be? We should have some kind of mountain somewhere, right? Let's say the main island's up here, just for now. There should be mountains like overlooking the like the water here, have mountains like that.
It'd be kind of cool if maybe it was like rose to a plateau, and then there was like a cliff you could look over and see like water, but then you could jump off that cliff and
like instead of a beach towards that main island, it's a cliff.
So you're kind of thinking like maybe like a little path that could like kind of zigzag to like big mountains here or something.
Sure.
Is that I didn't really get what you were saying though.
Yeah, just like instead of a beach at the edge of the island that points towards the main island, we have a big cliff, because you need to be able to jump.
Yeah, okay. I think I see what you guys are saying. Okay, or maybe we'll make it somehow difficult to get up that path. Some way, maybe.
Another enemy? Like one enemy or something.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe a guy who walks up and down the path, or maybe he does something to where maybe he patrols his path, but maybe there's like a secret path that cuts up like right here or something. And then you have to notice that secret path when he's walking down there, and that's how you're gonna avoid him. We'll put a red dot for our bad guy. And give him little arrows so we know he's patrolling. And I'll just be walking up and down that path. Checkpoints. Where should we have our checkpoints? Just in the middle again? You think that's a good spot?
And by the plane. Well, is the plane close to the starting point?
It could be.
we could maybe have a checkpoint up on top of the cliff.
This checkpoint here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely think we should have one on top of the cliff because
It might be annoying to have to climb up the trail every time if you can't make it across.
yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should have a checkpoint after each sort of little puzzle or challenge, right? I mean, and this will be its own little challenge thing in itself, just by getting past that little card. It's not going to be hard, I don't think, in any way, but possibility to fail will still be there. Should we have any other little mini islands off the side of this for anything? Anything we could swim to, like the other island?
What would be the point?
Well, I mean, there's one at this moment. I think we could say this island's done. Is there anything else you guys want to add to it? Island 2? Alright, I'm going to take a picture of it. Let's see if we can get Island 3 4 at a time. I guess we can put the starting point here now. There. Put a plane here. Fire still. Alright. Grappling Hook Island. Yeah, best one. Okay, so we're gonna define a couple things, right? So maybe we won't have some form of shack on this one, because maybe this one will be a little easier to find. So how are we gonna get our hook? Gotta have a hook and a grappling hook.
You want to make it like out of stone, or
Could.
you can get something on the plane? Maybe let's hook on the plane.
Okay, I like that. We have the plane. maybe we'll have hooks elsewhere as well. But I think that would be the most natural spot. If there's no form of like past remains of human, that would probably be the best place to have it. We could have rope. Should we have wood on this island too? Probably some form, or maybe we can make this island like half wood or half like woods and all, like just to give it a little different appeal to it. Okay. All right. So let's start with. We're gonna find it. Should we find a rope? Probably good to get there. Rope will be there. What else do we want to find in the woods?
You can find wood to make a handle.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put wood in there. Rope, wood. Should we introduce an enemy in here, maybe?
Sure.
Maybe tree monkeys or something?
Okay. Or birds.
Toucans? Okay, I mean, we don't need a whole lot with grappling hook, fortunately, but what else do you guys think for this island?
I think maybe in the woods. I don't know. Can't have everything.
There needs to be a way for the grappling hook to get you to the other side. Like how
Yes.
Like a power source, right?
Well, just like how are we gonna like is the island gonna
We could have,
close or
You could have on the other side of the woods, maybe like a little path that leads to the main island. Right? Or there maybe some mountains here that you have to grapple up.
maybe instead of a pathway like rocks you have to hop across.
Oh yeah, or just grapple your way across,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Rocks, maybe some fallen tree branches. I like that. A rough visualization of this thing. I want to look at this. I'm sure in like 2 weeks, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" All right. What else do you guys think? I think that's a good way. I mean, it'll make sense. Maybe put a checkpoint. Maybe put a checkpoint here.
Before the woods and then right.
Maybe like the very first thing outside of the woods is the woods will break, and then there'll be like a little nub there. Then we have our checkpoint in a little cliff area. You're thinking checkpoint before the woods?
Sure. Before you enter, before you encounter the enemy else. So.
Let's get something down here. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything even particularly useful. We can just find something just to have. Just something to where it'll give the player some incentive to go down this way and explore this part of the map. And we can also have a checkpoint kind of down here. Maybe have this sort of lead into the woods some way.
Could be something that would be advantage later on when you get advantage.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about like just like maybe like a lookout tower or something, so you can look at the forest and look at the
Okay.
route.
I like that. I like that idea. Maybe have like a tower down here.
Maybe there's some kind of maze in the forest that you can see if you go onto this lookout tower. So it's better.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, we can have, maybe this whole top part will just be mountains, right? So you don't really have the option of going in there, going in up top. Then you have this lookout tower and then maybe some form of maze that leads you into the woods.
The lost woods.
The lost woods. Can't call it that. Might get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be a lookout tower. This will be a maze. Yeah, and then once you get grappling hook, you can just grapple over the maze, and then you can get back. You need to get back for anything. Just allow for us to.
Maybe a checkpoint right at the end of the maze.
Yeah, definitely have a checkpoint. I'm gonna make this opening a little bit bigger, actually. Finish the maze, however that will be. Got like kind of a little open plains, a little open field outside of the maze. Checkpoint in there. All right, and we are out of time. So, anything else to add on 3? Okay, then that'll do it for this week. Thanks, guys. Thanks for our new guys for showing up. Anybody watching at home, thanks again. Remember, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and follow us. And we will be back here on Wednesday, and we will continue on with our island creation, and hopefully we can get a little bit of work done in Unity in our train editor. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.